Have you ever walked into a store, looked at a product, and why did this get so expensive? You might be surprised to learn that tariffs, yes, government taxes on imports, might be the hidden reason. In this video, we're going to unpack exactly what tariffs are, why governments use them, and most importantly, how they affect your everyday life, from groceries and gadgets to jobs, and even your retirement plan. Stick around until the end, because I'll also give you some practical steps you can take to protect your wallet in a changing economic landscape. Hey there, welcome back to Money Blueprint, the channel where we make sense of money, markets, and how global changes impact you. Whether you're trying to save, invest, or build long-term financial confidence, you're in the right place. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any practical and powerful financial insights every single week. Definition of a tariff. Let's strip away the jargon. A tariff is simply a tax the government places on imports, products that come from other countries. Here's how it works. Country A, let's say the US imports shoes from country B. The US government adds a tariff, say 25% on those shoes. That means the US buyer, often a business or retail, has to pay an extra 25% to bring them in. That cost usually gets passed down to you, the consumer. Think of it like a tax added to a product before it hits the shelves. Why do countries use tariffs? There are several reasons governments impose tariffs. 1. Protect domestic industries. Tariffs make foreign products more expensive, encouraging people to buy local. This helps local manufacturers compete. 2. Generate government revenue. Some developing countries use tariffs as a major income source. 3. Leverage in trade negotiations. Tariffs are often used in political or economic disputes like US-China trade war. 4. Punish or pressure countries. A tool for foreign policy. Tariffs can act as an economic sanction. Tariffs are less about money and more about power, protection, and politics. Let's get real. How do tariffs trickle down to your everyday experience? When you pay more for everyday goods. When tariffs increase, retailers and businesses don't just absorb the cost, they pass it to the consumer. Common products affected: clothing and shoes, electronics like TVs and smartphones, kitchen appliances and tools, furniture, cars and auto parts, groceries, especially imported food items. Example, if a $500 washing machine from China is hit with a 25% tariff, that's $125 extra before it even hits the store. The retailer may mark it up even more to protect profits. 2. Your grocery bill goes up. Tariffs aren't just on electronics, they often hit agriculture. When countries like China retaliate against US tariffs, they stop buying American crops. That creates a surplus here and a shortage abroad. Prices swing, sometimes up, sometimes down. End result? You could pay more for fruits, grains, meat, or dairy depending on how trade flows shift. 3. Your job might be affected. Tariffs aim to protect US jobs, but sometimes they do the opposite. Winners: US manufacturers like steel, aluminum, textiles may benefit from reduced competition. More demand equals more jobs in those sectors. Losers: companies that rely on cheap parts from overseas might lay off workers or relocate. Farmers and exporters may suffer when other countries place tariffs on US goods. Tariffs can create jobs in one industry while destroying jobs in another. It's rarely black and white. 4. You might pay more for cars and repairs. A 25% tariff on imported parts doesn't just raise the cost of buying a new car, it also jacks up repair bills. A brake pad set that used to cost $150 might now be $190. Mechanics pass the cost to you. And get this, even American-made cars often include foreign parts, so no one is immune. 5. It impacts your investments, and retirement. Tariffs can cause market volatility. When trade wars heat up, stocks often drop. Companies lose access to cheaper supply chains or foreign customers. Investors panic. Your 401k or IRA may take a hit. Even if you're not actively trading, tariffs can affect your net worth through retirement accounts and mutual funds. 6. Your business might be affected if you run a small business or side hustle that imports products or uses imported materials. Your costs go up. Etsy sellers using Chinese accessories. T-shirt printers using foreign blanks. E-commerce stores using dropshipping. Suddenly, your margins are tighter, your prices are higher, and your customers may hesitate to buy. Let's take a look at real scenarios that played out due to U.S. tariffs in recent years. Example 1. U.S.-China trade war. On 2018 to 2020, the U.S. imposed tariffs on $370 billion worth of Chinese goods. Chinese electronics, toys, clothing prices jumped. China retaliated. U.S. farmers lost billions in exports. Many farmers in Iowa, Wisconsin, and Nebraska lost income and had to rely on federal bailout checks. U.S. manufacturers like Harley-Davidson even shifted production overseas to avoid extra tariffs. Example 2. Steel and aluminum tariffs on 2018. A 25% tariff on steel and 10% on aluminum were added to protect U.S. metal workers. U.S. steel jobs grew slightly, but car manufacturers and appliance companies saw higher costs. Ford claimed it lost $1 billion from increased metal prices. Example 3. Washing machines. On 2018, tariffs on imported washers were supposed to help Whirlpool, but prices rose 17% across the board. Consumers paid more. Dryer prices rose too, even though they weren't tariffed. Total cost to U.S. households? Estimated at $1.5 billion. Should you be worried or prepared? The answer isn't fear, it's financial literacy. The more you understand how global economics impact your money, the better prepared you are. Here's the good news: you can take control. Practical steps to protect yourself. 1. Diversify your income streams. If your job depends on a single industry, especially one vulnerable to tariffs, consider building a freelance gig, an online store, an investing habit, a monetized skill like digital marketing, data analysis, etc. 2. Buy local where possible. Products made domestically may be slightly more expensive, but they're less affected by tariffs, and support local jobs. Farmers markets, American-made goods, local services. 3. Watch market trends for investing. Tariff announcements can create buying opportunities when markets dip. Consider index funds or ETFs that hedge global risk. Avoid overconcentration in industries dependent on imports like retail, tech, and hardware. 4. Use budgeting apps to monitor price increases. Tools like Rocket Money, Inab, and EveryDollar help you spot rising costs and adjust faster. If grocery costs rise 8% due to tariffs, you'll see it in your reports. That allows you to reallocate spending or look for alternatives. 5. Stay informed, not overwhelmed. Subscribe to newsletters or podcasts that break down trade and policy in plain language. Good examples: Morning Brew, NPR Marketplace, The Daily Upside. 6. Talk about it. Tariffs aren't just for economists and politicians. They impact everyone, so talk about them with friends, family, and coworkers. The more people understand, the more pressure can be put on policymakers to use them wisely. Are tariffs good or bad? The truth? Tariffs are a double-edged sword. They can protect jobs and industries, but also raise prices. They can build leverage in trade talks, but risk retaliation. They can sound patriotic, but sometimes hurt the very people they're supposed to help. The key is understanding how these policies affect your daily dollars and responding with smart, informed decisions. Don't wait for change. Adapt to it. Comment below. Have you ever noticed a price increase you think was due to tariffs? Share your experience. I'd love to read it. Like what you learned. Hit that subscribe button for more videos that translate economic chaos into clarity and help you protect and grow your money. Watch next. Check out our video, Is the Job Market Collapsing or Just Changing? to understand the shifting economy and how to position yourself. This video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial, investment, or legal advice. Always do your own research or consult a licensed professional before making financial decisions. All views expressed are opinions and not guarantees of outcome. Tariffs may sound like political jargon, but they show up in your grocery bill, your Amazon cart, and even your paycheck. The best thing you can do? Stay informed, stay flexible, and keep building your own money blueprint. Because at the end of the day, you are your best asset in this economy. Thanks for watching Money Blueprint. I'll see you in the next video, where we keep making money simple, smart, and strategic.